Over the past 6 months, we've implemented a number of new and exciting features in the HHS syndication storefront. Traditionally, users have had the option of embedding media items found in the storefront on their own websites using JavaScript embed code. If we click on an item here, we see that we get the JavaScript embed code right here. This is adequate and even useful for single items of interest. It provides a quick copy and paste solution for injecting content into your site. But we receive some requests to provide non-JavaScript means of injecting content. And for this reason, we added the new iframe option. While iframes are not quite as flexible as JavaScript injection techniques, they work in JavaScript-free environments, and they work in environments where JavaScript injection is generally problematic. So to facilitate these new embed options, we have this live preview snippet. As I toggle between JavaScript and iframe, we can see that the snippet is updated live. You can see we have other options here like stripping images, which if we do, we get our live strip. We can strip styles, scripts, breaks, classes, and so forth. If we're using the new iframe technique, we also have the option of just adjusting the size of our iframe. So let's say, for example, we want to have a 400 pixel wide iframe. We type in our 400 pixels and bam, updated. We've now got a scaled iframe for our content. These new tools make it easier than ever before to get a feeling for what you're getting into with your embed code and how your embedded content is going to work in more restrictive environments. This is great, but what about aggregate types? You might remember the way that we handled collections back in the old days. Let's go find a collection here. So we'll go home. We'll switch to our advanced search here, and we'll choose a collection type. All right, so we have some collections here. I'm going to click on one of these. You'll note that for this collection type, we now have some additional options. I'm going to scroll down here. The default is our new feed view. This takes the liberty of aggregating all of the items in the collection into a single feed of sorts. It's a real boon to blog-style sites, which previously would have had to have dozens of individual embed tags. Now can embed a single snippet that delivers a pre-rendered feed directly into their site. And you can see as I scroll down here, we've got all kinds of different items queued up one right after the other, including YouTube videos, which are playable. And images and all kinds of other things. Now the traditional views are still available. If I scroll back up here to the top, you can see that we still have a list view. And this can actually be pretty useful. This is what our storefront had delivered for collection types over the last couple of years. And this is really useful if you'd like to have like a table of contents or some kind of additional information section that you want to add to your site, or if the whole point is to just have a list of links. But here comes a really exciting part though. Media viewer. Users can now create media viewers for any collection of media item in the system. Media viewers support a mix of rich media types. This includes HTML, videos, images, infographics. As we click through different content here, we get these thumbnails at the bottom. We can scroll through our content collections. Even YouTube videos, when they load, are playable right here in this media viewer. If we have long HTML pages, the content is scrollable. The viewer is mobile ready. It supports drag and drop. You can see we can grab the thumbnails here. If we were on a tablet, swipe with the finger would cycle through these different thumbnails. And the entire media viewer is embedded in an iframe. This means that it's trivial to embed onto your own site and not have to worry about JavaScripts clashing with your environment or styles clobbering each other, anything like that. Well, this is great, but being able to create media viewers from someone else's pre-curated collection is only so useful. You want to be able to curate your own lists, build your own media viewers from any content in the storefront, and now you can. Let's go up here to lists. You'll see that I already have some lists created for my account. More on those in a minute. Let's create a new list together. I'm going to click Create Media List. And let's give this a title. I'm going to call this Really Great Content. A selection of content for my audience. Okay, now we can go ahead and put in a couple of items. I'm just going to go ahead and grab some items quickly and arbitrarily so that we have a collection of different stuff here. Oops, got that one twice. No problem. All right. So we've created our media list. Well, what do we have here? It's the same set of options and embed code that we have for all of the other collections, even media viewers. And this way I can craft my own media viewer. Let's give that a shot. So I've just picked these items. I choose my media viewer option. And now I have a media viewer constructed completely of my own content that I've picked out of the collection of all the content that's available. And this way I can craft my own media viewers, use them on my pages, even update them later, just by editing my lists. I don't even have to edit or re-embed the embed code snippet. Because that snippet's always pointing back to this particular list, I can manage this list anytime I like, and all the sites using my embed code are automatically updated. So you can now quickly, easily, dynamically create and curate your own media viewers. But that's not all. We've unified all of the aggregate list types in the system. That means that you can create lists, feeds, or media viewers not only from collections and user media lists, but also from things like tags, source agencies, or campaigns. Getting the snippet code for a tag is really easy. Let's take a look. And we'll pick a particular tag that we're interested in. Let's say cancer. So now we have a list of all the content in our storefront that is tagged with cancer. And you can see we've got a bunch of articles we've imported from the CDC here. There's this new option at the bottom of the list. Click here to get the embed code for this tag. What do we have? We have the same embed code snippets that we've had for all the other types. So we have the option of creating our media viewer with our clickable thumbnails. We can get our list view. If we want to have our links, we've got our feed view. This is all for our cancer tag. So this is really kind of a cool concept.